First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today we've got an intriguing NFC matchup lined up here, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Detroit Lions. The kicker, Jake Bates, has this one on the tee. He'll run up and send this one away here at Ford Field. And he returns this to the 22. Already here, they'll automate to something else. Throws left side, Atwell's got it. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Now Stafford's going to move him around.
Brings up second and 5.
27-yard line. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. And now they'll shift things around.
27 on the play. First down, Rams.
Now Stafford. Open net is Atwell, complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30.
That's another.
Throwing again is Stafford. And it's complete to Adams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
more yards. 32. That's another Rams first down.
Throwing is Stafford. They'll get this one complete to Atwell. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
40 got. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
Here's Stafford.
7. At the 9-yard line.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Davante Adams. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a first and 10 at their own 21. A man who was the Georgia State High School Player of the Year in 2020. Here's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Lions first down.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, here's Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap for Goff. Over the middle, he's got to slide. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he's going to get to the 31 for the first down.
A 7-yard gain. That's another.
They'll go again with Gibbs. And he is scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They give the tackle to Quentin Lake. 2nd and 10.
Cut. Right 20. Cut.
Out of the gun. Goff. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Isaac to Slaw. 30 yards. And the Lions responded that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And just shutting him off there. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Set. Yellow 20. Double right.
Back to throw. Stafford. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. And here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Right back to Atwell. That's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Rams, first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Stafford. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Stafford now to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed it, incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now it's Stafford. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. Oh, and that is incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Goff.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partners, a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. They need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
3rd down and 9.
3rd and 9 here. Here's Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. Isaac to Slaw with his second touchdown here this first half. And the Lions take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fights off the tackle at the 20.
And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as you'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived, as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play.
Now Stafford. And this one's incomplete.
Offense was moving a little bit out and back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now a play fake it at Stafford.
Pass complete there to Nakua.
But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Rams, first down. A gain of 29 yards. And the Rams, first down.
First run now for Kyron Williams. Brian Branch for the secondary in on the tackle.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Stafford. It's caught here by Adams. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
For the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
At the 13-yard line.
To throw is Stafford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
Taken down back at the 18-yard line.
Here's Stafford. That is caught inside the 5. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
First down. First and goal, Rams.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was, or whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on first and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, it's going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on fourth down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and look to find another down. First and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
Going back to Gibbs on first down.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
DC.
The final shot before break here. Goff.
That pass caught. It's Williams. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 44-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A one-touchdown ball game. 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Ooh, with a juke. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 20.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought that first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
This is caught by Williams. Oh, that's just not fair. And now room to run. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 58 yards. And the Lions come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Already speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. But Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small magical spread over drive. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
That's another.
Now Stafford, he's going to change things up. Open man is Atwell, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now they'll change things up.
That's another Rams first down.
Now Stafford throws left side. Atwell's got it. The ball comes out. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Kyron Williams, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Rams have come back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line.
17-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
At the 24-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And the Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11.
At the Rams,
Goff now looking to throw. That's complete right side. It's to Slow. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. That is caught. And he's going to have the Lions first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Goff now to throw. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Throwing again is gone. He'll go right back to St. Brown. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll make it second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 11-yard line.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
First and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've certainly had trouble blocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion now.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Stafford. This is Smith to the ground. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Middle.
Again, it's Stafford. And this is incomplete.
Intended for number 19.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 14.
That's another Rams.
Stafford now to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Puka Nakua, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
His kick is good.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Oh, nice move. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. 2nd and 5. Goff going to throw it. That is intercepted. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
I'm surprised with the lead in a one-score game this late. They're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense. They made a play that they absolutely had to have to give them something.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Loss of 7 yards.
Now it's Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 17.
Stafford now to throw. That's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Now 1st and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Lady, middle. 53, ready.
Now Stafford. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for two.
Going for it on the road. Want to win it right now?
Want to win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime.
So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away.
So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dime.
So the Lions now, they'll get the first crack at things here in overtime as we are back underway. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
And everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
For the Lions, first down. First down.
Now gone.
32-yard line.
St. Brown making the catch on the out route. Second and 7.
St. Brown. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
From the gun, Gibbs will give it.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
And he's going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, good start for him under center here in overtime. Now 3 of 3.
And this is where you have to know who you have playing quarterback. You got a confident thrower right now, someone who's taking care of the ball, but not being timid as well, and is moving the team downfield. That opens up your playbook and allows you to dial up some big shots if you want to.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That last pass puts him over 300 yards now in the game. More importantly, though, big first down here at OT.
And the team around him has a lot of confidence now after picking up that first down. Everyone seems a little more energized. But did I hear you before the game call in and say, this is my quarterback for your fantasy league? Because he just gave you a good stat, didn't he?
He did, and I appreciate it.
And this is a touchdown. Now, it's not over yet, but they draw first blood here in this overtime. For that run, going to put him over 100 yards now for the ball game as well.
Yeah, he's really had his way so far, and that's just more of the same right here. All he needs, just a little crease, and off he goes.
The extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And bulldozing his way through.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call. But when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to him. That tells me you're mature as a play caller and it's working for them in overtime.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
First down.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And now a hold out there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Here's Stafford. Now a run here off the... Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.